HowExpert! Top 10 Raw Food Diet Tips for Dogs. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more HowExpert Top 10 videos in the future. Moving on, let's talk about the HowExpert Top 10 Raw Dog Food Diet Tips for Dogs. Number 10. Buy organic. There is a secret for ensuring quality of food is ideal for your family members. The same rules apply to your dog's food. Buying organic, unprocessed materials is the surest way to keep illness and disease at bay. Purchasing inorganic, heavily processed food means an increase in the risk of parasites, foodborne illness, long-term health issues, allergies, intolerances, and the heavy list of diseases continues. Do your best to shop consciously, and you'll avoid the scary veterinary bills related to poor diet for your dog's lifespan, and you'll likely extend their life full and well into healthy senior years. Number 9. Create variety. To maximize the potential of a healthy, rounded diet for your dog, you must consider where you find a varied source of proteins, veggies, fruits, and fats to rotate through these for the full potential of vitamins and minerals to be obtained. Some wonderful options can be from beef, green beans, and goat's milk for a few days, to turkey with eggs, spinach, and liver for the next few. It's important to include not just a variety of certain material, but of all material. To break it down, your choice of proteins can rotate from chicken, turkey, beef, venison, elk, duck, rabbit, etc. It is possible to add a touch of pork or lamb here and there, but be aware of over-serving too much of the super fatty stuff, so keep it minimized. Great vegetables to include in your dog's diet are broccoli, spinach, green beans, bok choy, kale, lettuce, carrots, Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, cook them thoroughly, peas, etc. Please carefully research what foods are edible and non-toxic for your dog before feeding. Add a dash of fruit. Some safe fruit options are apples, bananas, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, pears, pineapples, in moderation, strawberries, in moderation, cantaloupe, watermelon, mango, cranberries, and more. Please do careful research on what fruits are safe for your dog to ingest before feeding. An important part of your dog's diet that is often forgotten is the organs. Getting in contact with a local butcher and adding liver, heart, kidney, and tripe, all in moderation, can be extremely beneficial to their physical well-being and increase their vitamin consumption. Take precautions when handling. Don't forget the fish. Salmon, in moderation, cod, sardines, mackerel, and tuna are great options to add a variety of fatty acids and omegas to your dog's diet. Last but not least, maybe least, is fat. You don't need to be concerned about adding this too often, but it is beneficial to your dog to eat some for a healthy brain function and joint flexibility. Organic goat fat products are great to add and usually have less processing involved before it hits the market shelf. The go-to choices are goat's milk, goat's cheese, and plain goat yogurt. Skip the flavors. Their bowl is packed with delicious tastes without added artificial flavors. Number 8. Keep the material cold. If you're storing meat for later use, keep frozen and do not de-thaw until 2 hours before serving for safe handling procedures and reduced risk of foodborne illness. If de-thawed and ready to use, keep the meat temperatures at or below 40 degrees as best you can. Do not feed raw meat materials that have not been stored at proper temperature regulations. Number 7. Supplements. Some dogs struggle with poor digestion, and with this, it may benefit your dog to begin a probiotic that will help keep gut flora in balance. If your dog is not eating uncooked bone material, add a calcium supplement to your dog's daily routine. Another option for calcium supplementation is allowing your dog to eat raw, meaty bones once a day. This method helps ensure balance, creates solid excretions that depress the anal gland naturally, will provide mental stimulation, And the poops turn to dust after just a few hours of sunlight. A true win-win for all. Supervise while feeding RMBs and never feed bones that have been cooked or have applied heat for danger of splintering in the esophagus and intestines. If the quality of material purchased is low, add ionic minerals to their bowl, including but not limited to selenium, iodine, and magnesium. Two great additives to help boost energy, improve coat health, and improve the absorption of minerals are sea kelp or spirulina. Number 6. Introduce new food items slowly and keep alert for reactions. For the safety of your dog, it's important to introduce new food, example bananas, one at a time, so you know quickly if they show any signs of an allergic reaction or intolerance. This process takes a few weeks to work out, but the reward in the end is knowing exactly what you may need to avoid and providing Fido with delicious meals that he loves all the way through. If an adverse reaction occurs, stop feeding immediately and contact your primary veterinarian. Number 5. Meal prepping. To reduce time spent on preparing meals every day, twice a day, it may benefit you to spend a few hours one day a week to peel, chop, and portion meals based on your dog's necessary weight requirements. Dogs typically need to eat 2 to 3% of their body weight daily. For example, 3% of a 60-pound dog is 1.8 pounds. Split into 2 meals, this means a dog would eat 14 ounces per meal maximum. This amount would be recommended for a highly active and/or working dog. This method of meal prepping helps save time and is easier for some, especially if you have the fridge or freezer space. Number 4. Avoid toxic substances. Things to look out for or remove from your dog's food before feeding are seeds, pits, rinds, cores, xylitol, chocolate, tomatoes, grapes, uncooked potatoes, potato skins, macadamia nuts, grains, wheats, avocados, salts, alcohol, caffeine, rhubarb, processed sugars, hops, moldy foods, spoiled foods, most mushrooms, and more. The general rule is if you're not absolutely positive, omit it for now until you are sure. Number 3. Consider adding a fasting period for your dog. Fasting is useful when feeding raw for a few reasons. Using periods of break between regular meals helps replenish gut flora, reenacts their natural cycles from living off the land in the wild, and gives their internal organs a break from processing so much. 1 day a week works well for dogs about 50 pounds and up. Number 2. Do not free feed. When handling raw materials, it is incredibly important to make sure that everything stays at a safe, regulated temperature, and that feeding times don't last longer than 15 to 30 minutes. If you find your dog is being picky and will not eat their dinner, quickly retract the raw food, properly repackage it in the fridge, and let their body fast for this meal. Leaving these materials out for them to graze on as pleased is a quick way to ensure bacteria takes over. Make it a regular habit to show them that if they won't eat their meal immediately, it'll be saved for a later time. Sometimes your dog will know the food is bad before you do. A dog's sniffer is so strong, they can detect cancers. So if Fido is turning his nose up at something, he may know it's gone bad. Number 1. Take precautions. To reduce the risk of foodborne illness, such as salmonella, wash bowls after every feeding, wash hands before handling, sanitize utensils well after each use, and keep workspaces clean and disinfected. It's not just your dog that is at risk, it's you and your loved ones. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Also, let us know what other topics you want us to do a HowExpert Top 10 video in the future in the comments below. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more.